And also like Stephen King films, they're all separate movies and separate stories, like even in the novels, but it all happens in Castle Rock, right? And, we call that like a shared universe now. But back when we started, that wasn't a big thing.
Especially because you're doing music and those are all like mostly films and text.
Like there's really no need for world building in music. But I wanted my music or my discography to be intertextual. And the reason why is at the time I felt like a lot of the music that was coming out was great. I love that. I love the music, but I felt like technically you could give that song to another person and it wouldn't make that big of a difference.
Yes.
Right? Where I didn't feel like the music or the albums were coming from a unique personality with a unique set of hopes and fears and dreams and nightmares. And I wanted to create a discography where the albums were speaking to each other, where it was all coming from or all living or breathing within a shared universe, so that people will know, so that the listener will know that it's authentically coming from me.
Yeah, your songs are really specific. If that makes sense, like especially in terms of its lyricism.
Thank you very much. I think this is the first time Diane has complimented
your
me.
music,
or at all, like not even music.
Oh please!
But okay, the reason why this was important was it also was a reminder to myself that I needed to connect all my albums in certain ways so that I could make sure that it was coming from a genuine place within me, right? I didn't ever want to veer off of this shared world or whatever, of this Epik High world, and start creating things that are not me. And this was my way of doing it. So for you to get started listening to Epik High, you because the question is going to come up in your head. You're going to be listening to a few albums and you're going to be like, wait, this lyric was in this song on this album. Why is it coming up again? Wait, this topic was on this album. Why is it coming up again? And the reason why is I intended it that way. Like I wanted my albums to be connected. Our first album was called Boom, Map of the Human Soul. Map of the Human Soul. The reason why I called it that was because this is the debut album. And you know what they say? Like, I don't know if you know, but musicians, a musician's first album, they've been making that their whole lives.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The second album, the third album can take a year or two, whatever. But the first album, you've been making that album your entire life, right? And that's what Map of the Human Soul was for me. So the title, I came up with the title, I think, even before the album was even a third way done, right? Like I wanted an album that was called that because I wanted it to be a map into my soul. So if you need a map to navigate through someone's soul, I needed this album to be that map. I don't know if I, succeeded. I don't know if this is the album I'm most proud about. I actually don't I don't like my voice on this album, honestly, because
because you said you were like trying stuff. Like you were you trying to like change your voice really a little bit?
No, I was really young, and it's actually just really like my voice when I'm energetic. So my voice is my voice normally when I'm talking, like just having coffee with somebody, is like this. Hey, so what have you been up to? Yeah, I know, that was so funny, huh? That's my voice. But when I'm like excited, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And that's what I sound like on the first album.
Oh, really?
Okay. And it's very youthful because I was a kid, basically. You loved this clip, didn't you? Go listen to the whole episode on any podcast platform. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications on this channel so you never miss a thing.